What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 52 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vlad and Isabella Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, a massive battle outside Griffin Wood saw us once again cooperate with Draika to destroy a Sarl force that was sieging said Griffin Wood. Of course, it wasn't really threatening us, but damn me if we let Draika, our ally since the very beginning, lose her capital to that nonsense. And it's so annoying that we couldn't declare war on the Sarl while they went all the way through here to this. But hey, it worked out in the end. Now, these two that were annoying that unit are going to stick around and steal a little bit of tech from the Feckin' Knights here, although I just realized that your tech thievery is not leveled, is it? Would we be better to just get new necromancers and then send them up there, for example, here, at higher levels and with tech, steel tech maxed out? Yeah, we probably would, wouldn't we? Alright, fine, we'll just do that instead. Alrighty, goodbye to you, and goodbye to you as well, my friend. We don't really need you. Now, Otto, you are going to Castle von Rauken to probably grab it for us. I'm not 100% sure whether we want to do that until Vlad is here, because Egrim is around with a full stack, and that'll have to be dealt with otherwise, but eventually. Now, there's several things that we want to do here. First of all, we're probably going to attack Grimgor, but let's see if we can't block his army, just in case he can get away from Renki. And though I'd love a fight. Ah, success. Good, good, good. So even if we do, even if he does try to run away, we should be able to catch him immediately after. Flesh Golem, you do not need. You can get something else. Okie dokie. That's you. Then, unfortunately, last episode, the Eatane High Elves ended their trade agreement with us for some reason. I'm a little bit worried about other High Elven factions doing the same. Let's ask for a non-aggression pact with Ivress, because they're the cheapest ones, as in the weakest ones that we can get it with. It's gonna cost us a pretty penny, but, well, they'll like it, I guess. Do that. Will this count as a gift still? Wait. I want this to count as a gift at the same time. That's not gonna go to 6,100? Okay, fine. An extra 500. 0.2, oh, for the love of... Okay, 16, there we go, that's what I wanted. And speaking of gifts, wait, non-aggression pact, sure, yes.
It is.
Alright, now our rep is rising even more, all the way to 29 perhaps, and... Actually, don't see gifts there, damn, okay, that didn't quite work like I wanted it to, but okay. Eatane. Let's give you a minor gift. 1,600 for a minor gift? Okay, well, it's better than nothing.
Very well.
There we go. And now it's rising a little... Wow, it's rising all the way to 21? Damn, I should have just done that earlier. You know what? Screw it. We're going to do the same thing with Avalorn until they hopefully... until they hopefully give us the time of day and give us non-aggression military access as well. Like so. Yes. Alright, emptying our coffers for this, so it better be worth it at some point. Now, hopefully we have enough money to raise what we need to raise for Renki. How much do Crypt Horrors cost to raise? Actually, not that much. Do you have a... Ah, you do not have a. We gotta give you a... Not a Flesh Golem, but a Grave Digger. There we go. You know what? Have a Flesh Golem, too. And I believe that's it. Yes? Yes, unless I'm mistaken, that's it. Screaming Banner is not going to go to you, it's going to go to Bathilda. In fact, before I forget, let's give it to Bathilda to replace her Screaming... Scarecrow Banner, rather. Yeah. That'll be much more useful. Especially since she tends to Death Star around her coaches and carriages. That's the best way to do it. Then Renki, what we want you to do is delete... Well, keep the wolves for now, since you have them. You don't need the bats for this, I wouldn't think. Yeah, they cost too much for what they offer us. Replace you 4 with a bunch of Crypt Horrors, whose cost will be reduced. Then, what do we need to defeat this? Also, the Wa doesn't really have anything. The melee line here is weak. The pump wagons will be annoying, but that's about it. There's some goblin rock lobbers, but our doggos can take care of that. I figure we replace 2 of you with 3 Graveguard to be the main line holders. And then a decent amount of skeleton spears. You know, let's get a couple more skeleton spears as well. Like so. And I do think that this should be sufficient to defeat this army. I actually do want to put a couple of Terrorgeists in this army, but we don't necessarily want to pay for them right now. What we do want to pay for is a couple... Oh, wait. You will also need yourself a Necromance. Ah, Perceptive. Nice. Yes, let's get the Perceptive guy. And you can be on a Corpse Cart, and we might as well get you Replenish Troops, Invocation of the Heck, Curse of Undeath, Raise Dead, Master of the Dead, Evasion, and 1 point into Wind of Death, since Renki cannot use it. Then obviously you can't join the army this turn, but for now we'll just replace 2 zombies with a pair of Corpse Carts. With Unholy Lodestone, of course. There we go. Don't need to max out the army. Oh, War Machine Focus. Don't need to max out the army, just need it strong enough to kill Grimgor. Alrighty, looks good to me. Now let's move everybody else around and then we'll do that fight afterwards. Bathilda. Oh wow, look at all these battle markers. Could raise stuff here if we wanted it to. I guess we want to head to Spite Peak here, mostly because it'll complete the province, though it'll be a little bit further away from the Gashazar, but I guess we'll deal. Go to Spite Peak, please. And we'll leave Sump Pit, I think, to Peter. This should be auto-resolvable. Still a little bit more damage than I'd like, but it's okay. Do that, and then occupy the place. Potion of Toughness, okay, not a bad pickup as well. You are going to foster terror, because always we gotta foster some terror. And let's go for a gibbet. This will not need to be replaced, we can just build a wall there. Lovely. You can also steal tech. No, you cannot. We need to get some money. Okay, hopefully we can get enough after attacking Grimgor. Try to attack Morphinrot, please. And hopefully he can't run far enough away. He cannot. Or he can, perhaps. No, he cannot. 1%. Ooh, close. Close. Alright, kill him. And then take the tiny amount of cash. And there we go. And then, are you able to go into March Stance to move very slightly? Yeah, I guess you are. Alright. Go here and then all the way down to Sumpit. A little bit annoying, but at least this way he can't annoy us at Black Iron Mine. Actually, speaking of Black Iron Mine, let's get that iron. And we will... You know what? Keep this for now. We need the growth here. But it'll be replaced later on. Okay, so that's you guys. Rudy, you're about to get, what, 5k or 8k out of the Mysterious Island. Go, go, go. Free stuff is free stuff after all. Aggression or Farsight? Gotta go with Farsight. Favorable wins. It's something. Anger. Oh, only 1,500 money though. Damn. Not the type of island I would have preferred, but oh well. Head out to Brionne. And do we want to March Stance just in case? There's no Skaven there. There's nothing there, so... March Stance to it anyway. But I guess stay in the sea? Huh. Watch the Fey Enchantress grab this. Oh, she can build Grail Knights. Oh, yes, yes. Where can she build them from? Quenelle? Paravent? I guess she can build them from Carcassonne. Royal Hippogriff Knights? Oh my. Oh, yes. Okay, wait. There's gonna be some good stuff that we can get out of this faction shortly. Huh, why the heck is she building... Oh, yeah, okay. We need to be able to spend the money to get this up and running as fast as possible. That's gonna go into Yas's army. Either Royal Hippogriff Knights or Grail Knights, I haven't decided yet. Maybe the Royal Hippogriff's in his, but he's gonna have an all-knight army, and this will work out real well. Now, I just want you to stop by here to see if you can raise Black Knights here, which it looks like you can. And Blood Knights as well. How much do your Blood Knights and Black Knights cost? For you, the Blood Knights are only 310, though we can't afford to raise them right now. And wow, only one Black Knight? Huh. Well, fortunately, we can raise more as we go out there, but still, a little bit steep. Stay right here, and reduce the cost for 1 turn. So delete you, and delete you. You will not be in this army. Neither will the Bats, but I want to keep enough of an army so that if we fight Wurzag, that we have a full stack ready to go to fight him immediately. Okie dokie. Who else is left to go this turn? Roddy. Roddy. I'd love for you to take Great Skull Lakes, but I think you have to go after Bok, who... Oh, he's moved over here. That's really irritating, isn't it? Okay, I guess we'll have to leave Great Skull Lakes in the Falls of Doom to Renki then. Alright. After Bok Bok, oh, you can't even cross the river here, right? Alright, fine, fine. And then if you cannot, you're gonna go right there. And you're gonna go into ambush stance. We're gonna hope that he tries to cross back over to take Uskalak, seeing that it's quote-unquote undefended. And that's the dream anyway. Also, let's not bother collecting income on Uskalak for now so that it doesn't get too negative. Alrighty, that's Roddy. Aldous, you stay here for one more turn perhaps to heal up, though we could fight Throg if we wanted to. That said, he is recruiting, and we could let him continue to recruit while we also continue to recruit ourselves, especially since the Altar of Spawns... Wait, are we still suffering attrition here? Yeah. We don't actually want this territory, we want to sack it or raise it. So we want to have decent amount of HP left over afterwards. Okay, I'll just stay still for one more turn then, buddy. Alrighty, and is that it, other than Renki? And Aldous, it looks like indeed it is. So, Renki, 'tis your time to shine, my friend. Let's give you some items, since you're going to be sticking around. And on top of that, you're going to be our, See, here's the thing. I originally wanted to make the Claws of Morcaine unit our other Strigoi, our tough Strigoi, I forgot what his name was, Dirk Barrickmeyer. Plus 25 armor and plus 5 melee defense would really help because of the lack of Ghoul King of Ashuran. But the thing is, you're level 14 and he's level, what, 5? Pretty big difference. Man, I'm not sure. You know what, let's not get Claws of Morcaine for you for now, but let's at least temporarily give you items, and then if we have to swap them out later, we'll just do so. You can have the Executioner's Axe, you can have the, not the Armor of Destiny, that's Vlad's. Get a Night Shroud, I guess. Oh, there's plenty of Armors of Fortune. Get him an Armor of Fortune instead. And I don't think you have to earn a Potion of Healing. Only our permanent lords get to use those. Glittering Scales we can't use. Wand of Jet, Potion of Strength, yes. Or wait, actually Potion of Toughness instead. So that you can get some healing out of it. Dragonbane Gem, useless. Warrior Bane, yada yada yada. I guess you can get a Dawnstone, at least for now. And just like Peter. And then your Arcane item, I guess, can be a Book of Arcane, because there really isn't much of a choice otherwise. Or the Wand of Jet. Askwood, go for Wand of Jet then. And get a little bit more mana, even though you barely have any. And just gotta make sure we use that for the right purposes. Anyway, with that, I'm hoping that Grimgor doesn't run and decides to fight us. It's another reason not to summon those Terrorgeists here. Yes, alrighty. It looks like he will be willing to fight, and thus we're going to fight him. Gotta remember that our army isn't leveled, they don't have veterancy, and they don't have the buffs from the red line, so even the Graveguard are very weak. I'm gonna have to be real careful about this. Plus, Grimgor is a scary, scary lord. Won't be able to fight him one-on-one. But still, I'm reasonably confident. Let's get to it. Alrighty, Renki standing amongst his Crypt Cores. Actually, the Crypt Cores make him look small, which is surprising considering how big the Strigoi are. Pretty interesting. And now, here we go. I am excited about this battle as well. There's a Grimgor to fight, and our army is relatively basic. We do have a lot of Crypt Cores to dish out the damage, but otherwise, it's just a giant pile of skeleton spears and a few Graveguard. That said, I'm pretty confident in our force's ability to destroy the enemy here. And though the pump wagons will probably reap a pretty fearsome tally among our basic skeletons, especially as we don't have the Unliving Host, so once again, they are not very buffed. But that's okay. Grimgor is obviously a massive threat here, both to any individual Crypt Core as well as our Lord and really everything on the field. However, we do have double Spirit Leeches, essentially, because we have both the bound Spirit Leech on Renki, as well as the regular Spirit Leech that he can cast. So, should be a decent amount of damage coming in. In fact, we're going to start off by moving towards the enemy army with Renki alone and start those Spirit Leeches on Grimgor. Grimgor is pretty big, too. Ooh, I'd love to see the Grimgor versus Runky, but we probably can't have that in this particular battle, and mostly because Grimgor would rip him apart as he's low level and doesn't have everything he wants. And he obviously doesn't have any points in his fighty tree either. He's just starting out. Give him time. Alrighty. And we should be close in a few seconds, just going to speed it up a little bit. The enemy artillery is going to open up on us as well. And we need to make sure that that dies. Indeed, this is why we've moved our doggos into the trees, and they're going to go around the enemy army as soon as they're all engaged and essentially attack us and are distracted for the doggos to move in and hit the enemy artillery, as well as any archers that they can reach. Oh, looks like a Graveguard fell to an artillery piece, most likely. Just by himself. This Graveguard in particular. Oh, huh. I do wonder, are those hits actually coming in on the horrors rather than the slow-moving infantry? That would be a complete waste if they are. Fortunately, most of our army here is shielded. And the zombies are going to take some hits. We can see that Spirit Leech going down on Grimgor, and there will be plenty more where that came from. The zombies are in first and are going to get followed in by those Crypt Horrors, who are going to send many a gobbo flying. Though the enemy is doing a similar strategy to us, obviously, using those goblins in the same manner as we're using our zombies. Although that said, they're only going to block a few units as the rest of our army moves in. Though you do have to be careful with ordering your entire army to attack at the same time, because Crypt Horrors run much faster than skeletons do. And when told to attack together with the rest of the army, they won't wait for the skeletons once they're in charge range, as in, they will charge at relatively quick speed. This is why these guys got a little bit beat up. In fact, I think 3 of them died to... or 4 of them died to Grimgor individually, so we're just gonna back them up and then heal them with that invocation of the heck. Though Grimgor has taken a little bit of damage from that first Spirit Leech as well. We can see our doggos moving in the background, getting ready to hit the enemy archers in the back, and the battle has now properly been joined. One of our skeleton spears unfortunately got a little bit isolated, but I think that was the one that had to go around this rock, so it was sort of isolated from the rest of our force anyway. Not a big deal at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we just have to hold long enough for our Crypt Horrors to kill all the enemy cavalry and their pump wagons. In fact, we're telling our Crypt Horrors to specifically target those pump wagons because they're particularly annoying. I don't particularly care about the Wolf Riders, as they're not high enough damaging to be a threat to all of our anti-large skeleton spears anyway, whereas the pump wagons most definitely are. Especially as the AI is okay at using them, well, depending. Not always, but a decent amount of the time. They also have a Black Orc unit in the middle of all this. We've sent our Graveguard together with Renki himself, as well as a Corpse Guard and a decent amount of Crypt Horrors to specifically focus down this unit. Renki is also getting another of those Spirit Leeches on Grimgor, who is now nearly to 2/3 of his HP. Our doggos have also moved in and are now attacking the Goblin Archers and are going to try to move on towards those Goblin Rock Lobbers, though they're kind of interspersed with some Skeleton Spears as well, so it doesn't seem that they're firing. The other units of Direwolves is found some Goblin Archers. Looks like a lot of Goblin Archers in this army and no Error Boys. Unfortunate for the enemy, because the Dire Doggos would have a little bit more trouble fighting Error Boys, but the Goblin Archers are likely to just get ripped apart. Ooh, I like this shot with the Dire Doggos in the shadows there. And just the balefire of their eyes visible. It's quite nice. Alrighty, how we doing back here? Looks like the enemy Black Orcs are now at about 1/3 of their HP, getting ripped apart by those armor-piercing Crypt Horrors. Same reason that we have Crypt Horrors in Bathilda's army. They add quite a lot to a line of Graveguard. We certainly lack them in somebody like, in Pete's army, for example, though obviously he has the Vargeists. But his Graveguard don't have the monstrous infantry standing among them adding splash damage like that. I like how the lighting changes once the corpse cart moves in. Very nice, and it looks like those Black Orcs are pretty much done for now. 13 units left, broken, and should be dead shortly. The enemy is also starting to run out of cavalry, though there's still a few pump wagons on the field. A decent amount of them appear to be damaged. The Goblin Rocklobbers are also silenced and are wavering. I don't believe they're firing anymore. Yeah, they're just fighting as individual Goblin units. Grimgor's at nearly half HP, though a few more Spirit Leeches should make sure that he drops even further. Yeah, it's turned out to be a pretty fun battle. There we go, Skeleton Spears fighting the enemy cav in the woods, and obviously, actually, do Squig Hoppers or Squig Herders count as, do they count as large units? It's just, they count as cavalry, but they're not very big. The infantry of some factions would probably be bigger than the Gobbo plus the Squig together. So are they actually quote-unquote large units, or are all cavalry technically just outright counted as large? Oh, did that pump wagon? No, it just knocked down a Crypt Worm. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that the pump wagon was able to knock it down. It feels like a Crypt Worm would probably be able to just, you know, lift up the pump wagon and knock it onto its side if it wanted to. There we go. Just bench press the bench press a pump wagon all day. Anyway, looks like the enemy army is just about done. They've dropped about a quarter of their units. Grimgor is lower than half HP. The enemy range have all pretty much collapsed and have been destroyed by our dire wolves. Look at that, 241 kills on one of the units and 140 on the other. The dire doggos are doing very, very good, and in fact, very much more kills than any of our infantry, though once again unsurprising because running units and especially Night Goblin archers are quite easy to kill. And just like that, the rest of the army will be routing. Grimgor seems like he wants to stay for at least a few more seconds and get a few more hits in with his Great Axe, but I don't believe he's unbreakable. Oh, he's used the Potion of Foolhardiness, so he is unbreakable. Oh, thanks, game. Make me look like an idiot. Well, he isn't naturally unbreakable, I should say. And I would be surprised to hear of any orc that would be unbreakable, but yeah, there we go. Once that Potion of Foolhardiness is done, Grimgor's gonna try to get the heck out of here as well. We are going to give chase to a decent number of units, as we do run fairly quickly at the very least with our dire wolves, but also with our crypt horrors, so they can chase anything down that's in range. Though a few of the enemy units should escape, I don't think it'll be enough to prevent us from auto-resolving the rest of the army. Gonna get yet another Spirit Leech, that must be just infuriating, on Grimgor, and he's also going to be trapped by our Crypt Horrors, but we can just speed up the rest of this as we chase him down. And he should drop fairly shortly. Renki can even get the kill, maybe. Well, let's see here. I would like to see the kill if possible. And what are we at? Okay, 2,000 HP, still quite a bit. And 1,500. Come on. Alright, 1,000. Alright, 765. There we go. And okay, maybe not. I can't even see him in all of these Crypt Horrors. Yeah, okay, Renki's not getting that kill. I really doubt it. The Crypt Horrors are just too many, and yeah, we can't even see Grimgor. Screw it. He could just die. Well, Renki is near him there. No, maybe. Who's gonna get it? Whoever gets the kill will get a treat. And wow, why is the game really quiet? It's on normal speed. There we go. It feels so weird when the game goes silent, and nah, I couldn't tell who got the kill there. Oh well, but I think he just died in the press of Crypt Horrors. It looks like one of the Crypt Horrors got the kill. In fact, several of them are swinging their weapons. I imagine that this guy is the one that got it. He looks pretty happy. There's probably some brain on the on his little club there, and he's looking at that thinking, should I eat Gobbo brain? And of course, he should. Anyway. Alrighty, there we go. A close victory perhaps, but only a single inconsequential Skeleton Spear unit lost, and it was brought back by the Dead Rise again. On top of it, in trade for most of Grimgor's army, including Grimgor himself, though he did a very nice 169 kills worth of damage. And 13k certainly outdid Renki in that regard, but he is higher level and is a legendary lord. Plus it's Grimgor. The Renki did pretty respectably as well, 8.8k with his uses of Spirit Leech and his personal melee damage. Of course, if he was on his Terrorgeist, he would have increased that damage even further. Either way, I'm pretty happy with the result. It's a relatively small amount of money in reward, and I think we do still have to destroy this army again, so let's heal up. And then let's follow them and auto-resolve them, and then we'll take over the rest of their stuff afterwards. Ally mission successful, lovely, and oh my. Hide Striker gives you armor plus 10 and armor piercing weapon damage. Okay, that's not bad. Damn, if we had only got our tough Strigoi, this would have really been helpful, because he currently has 30 armor, and the Terrorgeist only puts him to 95. With the tough Strigoi, that would have been an extra 25 armor. Really could have helped that. Still, it's a pretty good buff, and now Renki hits for 525, which is not too bad, and is going to increase further if we do indeed go for Claws of Mercane. But that's not the key here. Right now we got to reduce the upkeep on the Crypt Horrors, which are going to be a big part of his army, plus get the Children of the Night immediately, as we do have to reduce all costs. And there we go. A little bit cheaper now. And then attack Azrael here. And destroy his army for good. Let's take the money this time. Even if it is half, and now another Pigeon Plucker Pendant. Well, actually, now that we have 4, we could delete them. Well, delete 2 of them. Fuse. Into a Potion of Healing. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Now, one is reserved for Vlad, in a sense. We have one in Aldous. We have Bathilda, Pete. Who's missing? Yost doesn't have it, but his army is not complete. I think everybody else is at. Okay. Well, we may give you one at some point, but you don't need it right now, so you can just stay as you are. Start heading towards the Falls of Doom, please. It's relatively undefended. You shouldn't even need to raise anything to get it, though you do need to watch out for possible attacks by these various armies of the Heralds of the Tempest. We may even get some tandem battles, joint battles together with Imric at some point if we can manage to pull that off. Wouldn't that be nice? Alrighty, so that's you. Now, where is Carcassonne? We have the money, so Paravon, definitely get that Undead District. And allied cost recruitment outside friendly territory, blah 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 blah. Armies in region. Yeah, okay. We'll need to level all of those up at some point, but we have better uses for our money right now-ish. And I do say ish, but yeah, man, if we could get it up to 40k, that would be even better. And you know what would be even better than that? 50k. Alright, I'll shut up now. Actually, I won't. I'm physically incapable of shutting up. Aldous, you, stay where you are. I wonder, if we were to head to the Remnants of Battle, would we be able to return to Winter Pyre via March Stance, or would we not? Do we risk it? It could be a free amount of cash, and I doubt that Throg... Damn. I'm very tempted. You know, screw it. Let's risk it. If we lose Winter Pyre, we lose Winter Pyre. It's not like we care about it. Damn, I meant to click that. Sunken Chest. Wax sealed rations. Ooh, upkeep production. Yeah, we can't get back to Winter Pyre, so Throg's probably gonna attack it. But honestly, upkeep reduction for 10 turns might actually be worth it. Alright, well, then you can... Oh, can he sail out? No, he doesn't have a port here. I suppose the Tong could, in theory, attack him. In the water. They would be absolutely mad to do so, but it's a possibility that exists. Oh, and this is how close we are. Oh, game. Of course. Of course. Oh, well. Not a big deal. I don't think he can sally or sail out to us, and even if he could, we'd defeat his army anyway, even in March Stance, so not really a concern. Alrighty, let's see what we have left in terms of money. Salvatore Posner, let's start with you, because we have to piss off these guys, or continue pissing them off. Let's go immediately to Elysia here. These guys are running out of territories. Another success, well done. Moving up to 31 now. Keep annoying Nakari. Just keep annoying Nakari. This is the way. Alright. Now, any more tech thieves that absolutely need to steal tech? You have not stolen anything, but you're heading up to Nakari or up to, well, somebody. You're going somewhere. Maybe actually we'll... No, I probably don't want to annoy these guys. Yeah, I'll send you to the Dark Elves instead. I have a feeling that Nakari is going to be dead by the time you get here. Let's annoy the Cult of Pleasure. Okay, Tech Thief. You got 4 turns. That's okay. I swear somebody has 1 turn. Aha, that's you. Back to Krudenwald.
Raise it to the ground.
Let's not lose that tech stealing. And oh, failure. Damn. Well, we still have 1 more opportunity next turn because this is going to be complete. But nonetheless, still an irritant. Tech Thief. 7 turns. Okay, you are actually good as you are, so just stay. Next Tech Thief.
Misery awaits.
Alright, I know in Morgheim, I guess. Also, question for you guys, how would you guys feel about vassalizing the Empire if the opportunity arose? It may at some point become a possibility. Like, minus 32 is not so bad. If we were to trade them a settlement and give them a ton of money, like 60k, I'm willing to bet that they would be vassalized. The question is whether it would be right to bother to vassalize them rather than claim Altdorf for ourselves. And I'm kind of ambivalent on it. On the one hand, it would be amusing to force Karl to bend the knee to the true emperor and change the seat of the empire to Castle Drakenhof. On the other hand, it also feels like we should own Altdorf. Hard to say. Though at the same time, it would be funny to have them as our vassal. And then we'd be looking real imperial then. Not that we aren't already, mind you. Alright, well anyway, back to it. Let's see what we have in terms of tech thieves, and it ain't much. In fact, we are looking good. I swear there was 1 more, but apparently I'm completely mistaken in that. I guess we could move you, but honestly, maybe we're better off just saving the cash. Alrighty, well, since everybody's moved, and unless I'm mistaken, nobody's sieging anything, right? I can't have forgotten somebody sieging something. Aldous, you've moved, Roddy is in ambush, Peter's moving, Rudy's is moving, Bathilda's just taken something, and Vlad's in ambush. Yeah, okay, looks like we're good. So skip the rest of this, end the turn, and we're at 33k. Let's see what this is after Delusion of Grandeur is up and running. Oh, and we gotta recheck the relationship with the Ice Court as well.
On thy knees.
Ah, if it isn't Khemri. Ooh, yeah, see, we're getting closer and closer to the stupid oracles. Khemri wants to trade. Okay, Cetra appears to really like the strategic threat that we pose. That said, what's the likelihood that Cetra wins over Arcan if we're supporting Arcan? I'm not sure. Honestly, I'd be willing to do this if Arcan is reduced to like only a few territories and switch to Cetra. Don't want to back the wrong horse, but I do want access to some Tomb King units. Specifically, Hierophants and Ushabti with Great Bow would be just perfect. Though we don't yet have a defensive alliance with the followers of Nagash either. And Throg is going to attack that, but honestly, I don't care. We're not going to bother fighting. It's a waste of time. And he's going to sack it. We don't care about the territory. And no, he's going to stand right beside it. Oh, he's dead now. Aldous will kill him. Big mistake, Throggy. Big mistake. Ally mobilized against army, Wargrove of Woe. Hey, we got a free caravan money. Nice. And we're up to 34,600. So roughly 1.5k from Delusions of Grandeur. Not that much, but it's something. Who got wounded and where? Oh, that's kind of annoying. That is annoying indeed. Oh well. Ambush foiled by Roddy. Where did Bok go? He's here. He's probably going to try to go for Temple of Heimkel. Can he take care of Vlag? Maybe. Maybe he can. The question is, you know, he doesn't have Siege Attacker, does he? And if he doesn't have Siege Attacker, he would have to siege it, which means we do have another opportunity to, Okay, enough announcements. We have another opportunity to ambush, potentially. 60% here. Wait, it's 60% everywhere? What? In the middle of the woods and in the middle of the plain or the tundra makes no difference? Okay, game. I don't buy it, but okay. Let's move you here, into ambush again. And hopefully he just tries to siege Karak Vlad, although it's looking like... Yeah, see, what I don't like about this is he's currently headed to Temple of Heimkill, but that might be by virtue of proximity to Rod. So, well, let's stay as we are. Uzkalak not under threat. Renki, you cannot hit Falls of Doom this turn, can ya? No, doesn't look like it, so go right to the edge of this territory. And then you'll hit it next turn. You might as well buff up your mana while you're here. Also, what do we have here? Puppet Master. I guess we're starting to go through Decipher and Hekara manuscripts, though after we move everybody in case we get some more students. So, Vladi. Oh, you're close to Wulfrik now, who apparently sacked Zoishank but did not take it. Okay, now here's the question. Can Vlad reach Wulfrik? It looks like he can. His army's pathetic, but I'd still love to get a duel going between the two if possible. Wulfrik's stats are real nasty. And Vlad's still, well, we haven't given him armors and stuff. I'd still love to get the fight. You know what? Let's give it a try. Throg is a little bit less important right now. He's going to run, but will he run far enough? Oh, don't tell me he ran just far enough. No, he did not. No, he did not. Therefore, he is ours. Alright, we're going to fight this. You know what? I think we're just going to fight this regular style, because we could just order the army to attack and ignore it completely. I mostly just want to watch Vlad fight Wulfrik, so we're just going to do that. Hopefully we can get a... How do we separate the rest of the armies from this? I don't want any interference. I'm gonna have to see about that. I suppose we could send Vlad in by himself, but then he's gonna get surrounded by other stuff. I suppose we could Wind of Death all the Marauders away, though. You know, that is a possibility. Alright, start deployment. Everybody just wait here. Ah, Wulfrik's all the way on that side. Alright, everybody over here. Vlad, by yourself. Don't hide, just go there. Try to go after Wulfrik. Everybody else over on this side. I don't really care how you all form up. Because it doesn't matter, because their army is too weak to threaten us in any way. All of you, did I forget anybody? I did apparently, and that is... Actually, I did not. I'm lying. Group 2. Group up. Start battle. Vlad, attack. Alright, let's see what he does. Please don't go directly past Vlad. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. Alright, this is what I wanted. I don't really care about what happens otherwise. There we go. You two just fight it out. A little bit unfortunate that he's on his chariot rather than the mammoth. Also, do we want to maybe cast some stuff? Hey, no, don't you run. Alrighty, you know what, let's go Forbidden Rod, which is gonna damage us slightly. You know what, let's have Isabella hover overhead. If he tries to run, we'll Tormentor Sword him. No, come back here. Vlad, buff yourself up with a Red Fury, and I guess debuff him with the Helm of Discord, although it looks like it's not necessary, because Wulfrik is not on his Mammoth and is on his Chariot. This is a terrible matchup for him. Come back here. Are you routing? Is he routing? He's broken, eh? There's no way to kill him. We don't have Gaze of Nagash available, but we do have this, Tormentor Sword. And Vlad, come on, chase him down, buddy. Can you catch him? There we go. Poor Wulfrik. Alrighty, the rest of you all just kill this. Vlad, you can do whatever. And oh, what the heck? What the heck happened to you? How did you get damaged? You're invisible. It's very strange. They didn't lose a single model. I'm actually very curious as to what happened there. Did they get clipped by some magic? Wait. They have a sorcerer in here, do they not? I saw a Weirkin, but they might also have a sorcerer somewhere. Odd. Those guys will heal to full anyway, so it's not relevant, but still weird. Oh well. Not that it matters, because our army will overrun them, and they will all be dead in seconds. And not the good kind of dead, not the undead kind of dead, just the dead. Though it would be nice if we could, you know, undeadify them. Alright, hey, who dares to damage the devils of Schwarzhofen? Whoa, okay, you guys are on the edge here. Okay, everybody help the devils. The Icehorn Marauders are apparently a little bit too tough.
Crush the breathers!
Alright, you heal up the devils. They better not be dead, as in that one unit better come back alive. Yeah, there we go. And then keep healing them. There we go, and the battle should be over. Poor Wulfrik. He tried to get away, too. The gods saw him run away like a coward, only to die by a wound to the back. And there we are, battle should be done. Unless there's somebody that's unbreakable. These Marauders are coming back while everybody else is done. Alright, there we go. Now we're good and everybody should heal to full. Well, I'd like to think we got what we wanted. It wasn't much of a duel, and oh no, they don't have a sorcerer. Why were you guys at half HP? I need to go back over the video after just to see what happened. I might have missed something while I was watching Wulfrik get hit by Vlad. But yeah, it wasn't much of a duel. He didn't have any kind of chance against Vladdy. You know, honestly, if Tyrion declares war on us, there would be a good duel. Archaon is probably going to come for us eventually. Archaon's a toughie as well. And of course, Archaon has Dorgar, and Vlad somehow still is not able to get a mount, devs. Let's return those captives for money. Alrighty, and you get bonus infantry and a tiny bit of extra charge bonus. Not great for you. Actually, might have been a better trait to get on several of our other lords. Now, the question here is, do we retake Castle Alexandrinov? We could just go here and sack it, or we could leave it and allow them to go after Zoishank. Once again, I don't particularly care about what happens to the Druzhina Enclave anymore, because it's more of a hassle to keep them alive at this point. I'd really rather to be on friendly terms with Kislev, who are now minus 13, and are actually near to trade agreement. Wait, what's the chance of you joining our war against, let's say, Grimgor? Minus 8, I'll take it. Alright, that seems nice. And everything else is probably going to be too expensive. They'll only fight the weaklings. Huh, Seducers of Slaanesh still count as strong? I don't buy it, but okay. What about Clan Morse? 5.7 probably going to cost too much money. We have a lot to spend it on. What about the Dead Flag Fleet, perhaps? No. No dice. Alright, fine. Let's do this. And then trade agreement, and then 8k. That's a little bit on the steeper side, eh? Alright, fine. And then just do this. Yeah, 1.5k for the join war against Grimgor. That'll make them even friendlier.
Oh, Kislev.
Good. Alright, they should be reasonably happy with us. Hopefully, Reichland... Well, no, they're only in defensive allies with Reichland. It's looking like perhaps we may be able to vassalize them at some point. Maybe. What we really need is for them to be in wars with more factions, like for them to fight Archaon and other Norscan factions and stuff like that. We'll see if we can make it happen. Anyway, unfortunately with that, I think this is probably a decent time to call it. There's a lot of admin to do, but we can save that for the start of next episode and then into more battles. Looks like Bathilda's got plenty of work with Moors still to do, and we don't know where, but I'm sure that they have other stacks somewhere around being built. So at least one more battle against Moors. In addition to that, we still have Renki moving, or Rudy rather, moving around up here, though Renki is also moving around, and may be able to get a fight against Kygast, which is kind of interesting. It looks like Kygast is moving to the Falls of Doom, although his army is much more elite than Grimgor's, and in order to combat it, we would certainly need to raise those Terrorgeists, and possibly a few other things. We'll see. It would make for a pretty damn nice fight, though. And we could potentially steal another Trickster Shard. I guess they're running from Imrik, eh?
I serve the Raven God.
We'll have to decide whether we want to attack the Falls of Doom, or maybe go into ambush, allow them to attack the Falls of Doom, and then attack them afterwards. But it's looking like Renki is on the field and is bound to get some nice battles within the next few episodes, which is potentially exciting. Vlad is also drawn a little bit closer to the Fekendites, so soon they will be a target for us as well, as we try to claim Wolfenburg and the gold mine and whatever else we can here. Though honestly, these guys haven't made much headway in quite a while. I'm hoping that they do a little bit better, because I'd really love for to get all this free territory, essentially. And otherwise, I believe that's all the battles that we're looking forward to next episode, as everybody else will have to move a little bit, though. Oh, I guess Aldous can also start the battle, or start the episode off by obliterating Throggy's little army here, and then healing up a little bit more. So that's a nice little pickup for Aldous as well. As he continues leveling, he's already at level 25. And ooh, maybe this will actually level up all his Blood Knights to rank 7, or at least a decent amount. Anyway, plenty of battles to fight, plenty more Vlad and Izzy to go as our Empire of Night continues to grow, so stay tuned for it. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for a friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.